Do you ever feel like your client's story is triggering something in you? When they share their story, you can feel your own emotions start to boil up inside you, and you start to feel a personal connection to the story of your client. This is what we call countertransference. Countertransference is when a therapist has an emotional reaction to a client's story based on their own experiences, not the client's experiences. For example, if a client starts to talk about their own family conflict and you, as the therapist, start to feel angry, it might be a reflection of your own emotions, of your own experiences, of maybe your own family conflict that is being reflected through the client's story. Countertransference really can just be a normal part of the therapeutic process. Us as counselors, we're also humans. And so that means that sometimes we have our own experiences and our own emotions that crop up. And the most important thing is that we're aware of that countertransference when it does surface and that we take action to alleviate it the best that we can. The reason why we want to do this is because countertransference is a sign that maybe we are struggling to be objective in the session. If we are basing our therapeutic experiences with our client off of our own worldview and off of our own experiences, it's really getting in the way of us being able to serve our clients and to meet them where they're at. So we want to make sure that we're aware of the countertransference and that we seek consultation and supervision to discuss that countertransference and hopefully decrease and alleviate that countertransference so that we can continue to work objectively with our clients. A proactive approach to dealing with countertransference is to seek out your own support and your own therapy. We have also lived a life before we've decided to become counselors. And so that means that we walk into this work with our own wounds, with our own experiences, with our own challenges. So we want to make sure that we address those on a personal level with our own therapist or through our own modalities in a way that we can then show up and be objective for our clients and that we don't have our own stuff, our own trauma, our own experiences resurfacing for us as we're trying to be objective in our therapeutic work. So, some tips to take with you when you're dealing with countertransference is to notice your emotions, to reflect on them, and also to use appropriate channels to process your emotions, such as your own therapy, supervision, or consultation with peers. So, thanks for joining me today to talk a little bit about countertransference. I'll see you next time on Therapist Things with Dr. King.